Hi. As I sit and listen, watch and read about the economic crisis in the United States, a thought enters my mind. Money is an illusion. It has no real value. It means nothing. What is a dollar anyway? It's a piece of paper. It's a promissory note. It's a promise that if you exchange this piece of paper for this bit of goods. So in essence, what we have is too many promises, not enough goods. What would remedy the situation? It's not a $700 billion bailout, nor even a $10 trillion bailout. Why? More promises and still no more goods. It's time to stop promising and start delivering. With few exceptions, America produces nothing. We're now a service-based economy. We have all kinds of organizations. In fact, you'd be shocked at how many. We have cleaning services, painting services, marketing services, building services, banking services, courier services, publishing services, news reporting services, entertainment services. You get the idea. But we produce nothing. We buy our goods from other countries, largely Asian countries, which, by the way, hold the pieces of paper that records our promises to pay them for the goods that we need. A long time ago, before currency was invented, people used to farm, hunt, and gather. This labor was at first done by and for families. The families expanded into communities, communities into cities, cities into regions, and regions into countries. Always it was the same, farming, hunting, and gathering. In short, productivity. In the beginning, people would exchange with each other directly. I'll give you my potatoes for your piece of meat. At some point, coins or currency systems developed to exchange for these goods. Since no one could be entirely self-sufficient within a community, as they were too busy specializing in farming, hunting, or gathering. The currency became a sort of public record of an individual's productivity, whereas certain items farmed, hunted, or gathered had real value and was therefore assigned a specific value of a good. In other words, one potato equals, one piece of meat. One potato equals one coin, one stone, one pebble in exchange for the meat. Everybody had to agree with the system in order for it to work. The members within the system occasionally would dispute each other, and then leaders had to be created in order to settle the disputes. This potato is worth 1 coin, that rabbit is worth 10, which then created laws. As communities expanded into cities and cities into nations, the system of currency was different from area to area as the goods varied from region to region as well. Gold may have been used in one region, beads in another region, and stones in another. Whatever was available in the region would be used as the currency, but one commonality existed among all of them. They had no real value. If you couldn't eat it, didn't keep you warm, what good was it? So here we are today with the economic crisis standing at a crossroads. What do? Truth is, no matter how much currency you throw at it, it's not going to solve the problem. Money is worthless. Doesn't matter how much of it you have or what you call it. It doesn't mean anything unless we all agree that it does. And since we don't produce anything anymore, we can no longer exchange currency for anything of real value. So how do we fix this problem? By producing something. And there is good news. There is something in this country that we have a lot of that we produce that has value, real value. Food. We all need to eat. I don't care where you live or how rich you are. And we throw tons of food away every day. If currency has no value, then even someone who has billions of it will starve if he shows up at a restaurant or a farm and tries to exchange it for food. And we even have tons of oil. The oil is made from food. We use it in fryers and restaurants all across America. It can be turned into biodiesel, and every diesel engine can run on it. America wastes millions of tons of this every day. Why? Well, ask your politician that one. I'm sure he'll have an answer. But if an entrepreneur were to suddenly spring up producing biodiesel and selling it on the corner, she or he would suddenly be a very rich human being, as the biodiesel could be produced for a lot less than traditional petroleum, since you don't have to drill for it. It's readily available for free. Surely there are some creative entrepreneurs out there that would love to roll up their sleeves and have at it. Energy crisis abated. Not solved, mind you, but at least that would ease a lot of the pressure. Then we could spend time or resources developing other energy sources such as wind, solar, geothermal, fusion, and whatever else we can think of. My question to all of American people is, what are we waiting for? When the going gets tough, get busy. Stop expecting the government or your neighbor to bail you out and do something creative. Something that has value. Grow food and sell it. Build a greenhouse. Winter's coming. We're all going to need to eat. Start sewing, weaving, knitting, something. The point is, stop crying about the failure of the dollar, which it never had any real value anyway, and get busy doing something productive. We're going to be all right as long as we remember who and what we are. We are co-creators of our world. So go and create. Thank you.